No student, including the trio, Riddle, the Weasley twins, or even the founders themselves, have not explored known the Hogwarts castle as much as the Marauders. However, the Weasley twins are probably next. But how? Well, they did have some things to help them with. The Cloak of Invisibility, inherited by James Potter, and also the Marauders map. Well, today we're going to be going over the Marauders as a whole, as well as how they created the map and more. Firstly, the band consisted of James Potter, Sirius Black, Remus Lupin, and Peter Pettigrew. The three of them were unregistered Animagi. What this means is that they can transform into an animal anytime. However, they were unregistered. What this means is that they were not on the Ministry's list of Animagi. The three of them that became Animagi were James, Sirius, and Peter. They're trained to be a stag, a dog, and a rat, respectively. Well, why did Remus not become one, and why did the other three even want to become an Animagi? Well, Remus was a werewolf. This meant he had to go into the Shrieking Shack every full moon, which was made for Remus, as he would transform into a werewolf every full moon. This was because Remus was bitten by a werewolf named Fenrir Greyback when he was a small kid. The other three wanted to accompany their friend every full moon. Werewolves would not normally attack other animals, so they were safe. However, they were at risk. But Sirius, who was a black dog, and James, who was a stag, were big enough animals to keep Remus in check. With the help of these three's abilities, they were able to roam the castle and would give James's invisibility cloak. They were able to make the map of the whole interior of the castle. This was to make the Marauders map. It was a piece of legacy left off by the Great Four Friends, of course, which went to be Harry, from who it would be by Harry's father, godfather, as well as his favorite teacher. The map would be a blank piece of parchment until someone would say, and I quote, "I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good." This was funny, as it would signal them to break rules. They also created codenames for each other that would also appear on the map after it activated. Moony, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs. Remus was Moony, Peter was Wormtail, Padfoot was Sirius, and Prongs was James. The magic involved in this was advanced and impressive for such a young age. One of the charms used in it was the homunculus charm, which was responsible for seeing where everybody was in the actual castle. Also, it has a charm to not let it fall or work in the hands of their enemy, Severus Snape. Of course, they soon lose their map around their 7th year. Also, I just want to say, of course, after Severus becomes older in the Prisoner of Azkaban, he's able to reveal it. That was because he's he's an old man, not that old, but he's much better in magic. So back to the thing, they were not able to play with Filch anymore. Probably actually Snape, who pretty much worked with Filch to catch the four. None of them were able to get it back from Filch, who was pretty sharp by keeping an eye on them, and he kept the map in a very secretive spot. However, this was pretty fitting, as it was there in their 7th year that the four looked beyond their years at Hogwarts and focused on their exams, studies, and Voldemort by joining the newly constructed Order of the Phoenix, headed and founded by Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore. The map was taken by the Weasley twins, Fred and George, who were the new troublemakers of the generation. They would give it to Harry though, which is expressed in the Prisoner of Azkaban as Harry needs it more. Now, Pottermore, or Wizarding World, gives us an insight on J.K. Rowling's thoughts on this. The Marauders map subsequently became something of a bane to its true originator, me, because it allowed Harry a little too much freedom of information. I never showed Harry taking the map back from the empty office of the supposed Mad-Eye Moody, and I sometimes regretted that. I had not capitalized on this mistake to leave it there. However, I liked the moment when Harry watches Ginny's dot moving around the school in Deathly Hallows. So on balance, I'm glad I let Harry reclaim his rightful property. So that's it for this video on the Marauders and the Marauders map and how they created it. If you guys enjoyed it, put it down in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Until next time, for now and until next time, see ya.